on, guys? Happy Friday. It's your girl Shy Gemini, and I am back with a review for Queen Sugar. And this is season 3, and this is the last episode for the season. Yeah, the last episode 13. So I know I'm late. I didn't even do last week because last week was just so super busy. I did not have time. And then I actually did record one, but I was half asleep, looking like I was half drunk. I'm like, I'm not putting that out there. So it's gone. Them 2 pages are stuck together in history. So but anyway, I want to say thank you to James Colwell, who actually saw my I Prefer tag video. I was just so speechless when I woke up the next morning and saw that he commented. So shout out to James. Again, go follow him if you are not a subscriber. He is excellent. So thank you. Guys, it's really hard to come on YouTube and show yourself. And I'm thinking when I first started, like, how hard could it be to get in front of your tablet, your phone, your computer and talk? But honestly, I feel like I'm in a room with a bunch of people staring at me because I know it'll be out there for the world to see. So I'm glad you all decided to give me a chance, though. Those that hit that subscribe button after watching maybe 1 or 2 videos, I really truly appreciate you guys, honestly. So shout out to y'all. Thank you. Y'all know how I like to do. I really don't like to go scene by scene. I'd rather go character by character because I feel like it's smoother that way. The episode actually started with Ra. Ra was going into a jail, and I'm like, I got nervous, y'all. I'm like, what is he doing there? Like, did he choke Darla out? Like, what's going on? But it turns out he was actually there to visit some inmates, talk to him, give him some words of encouragement, share his story, and hopefully inspire them that when they come out, they can do the same thing with their lives. So it was just so nice to see him in that setting, even though, again, Ralph Angel, your voice, the accent, like everything, it's hard for me to understand. It's still hard. But one thing that he said that I just thought was so cool, and he was like, you're worth something, you're worth something, you're worth something. And I'm like, yes, Ryan, you better speak life into those men. Like, speak life. They need to hear it. And that was it. After his meeting with the prisoners, he actually stood outside with his PO officer, and he gave him some good news. You're going to be off these papers. You're a free man after a month. So Rob was completely excited about that. And I'm like, yes, that is the best news he could have gotten. Because, you know, Ralph is trying so hard. Even though he's a little brat sometimes, he does try, y'all. So we got to give him props for that. Micah is, I guess, finally getting it that, okay, you have to organize. You have to not run off of emotion, but actually do things to get people together and see, you know, that they can make change. So they are getting prepared for a rally that's going to take place to fight the prison. They're at the meeting, I guess, strategizing on their route, what they're going to do, putting signs together. And Micah is trying to speak to the crowd, but he can't command the room. Like, everybody's looking around. Nobody's paying attention to him. You can hear the old man like, what'd he say? What the boy say? Speak up there. Speak up. He's standing there reading off the paper. And finally, what a mother does, Charlie steps in, saves the day. Charlie has that voice where she can command the room. She can get your attention. So that's exactly what she did. And Micah, of course, feeling defeated. He already looks sad 100% of the time anyway. Even when he's happy, he looks sad. He has a sad face. But, you know, he hangs his head down and he moonwalks back out the room. I'm like, poor Micah. Like, the baby is trying, but she commands the room. I'm like, I hope he's not mad at her for jumping in to help. Like, I hope he's not, you know, because he's been tripping lately. So, who knows? When the rally takes place, they're marching or whatever. They had a congressman there. Can't remember her name, but Micah gets up there to do his speech again, and he's reading off the paper, and he's doing the stats. And I'm like, Micah, you have to find another way to like get to the people, because you can't just come to them and start reading a bunch of facts. Like, you got to make the people feel what you're saying. So a light must have switched on. And then he saw Kiki also, his girlfriend. I thought she had dropped him, but she was there. And it seems like he got this spark, and he just started talking and flowing and just telling his story. And he actually told the people that it was an officer that arrested him, put him in jail, put a gun in his mouth, and he didn't know it was not loaded at the time. He thought it was loaded, but he talked about the fear he felt, and, you know, he gave the officer's name, and he just got the crowd going and telling them, like, you know, this prison cannot come to St. Joe. It's not going to help anything. But anyway, the protest, the rally went perfectly. Micah shined. He did what he was supposed to do. Now, those friends did show up to this. And I'm like, even though they showed up, I still don't trust them. I feel like they'll go wherever it's like popular. Like, if it's something that's getting a lot of attention, then they'll participate. But if it's something that may not be getting as much attention, I don't see them showing up. So I don't trust them. Nova has her friends come by, and they're discussing the book. So she must have given the final draft maybe to her friend. And her friend was like, is your family okay with you exploiting them like this? Like, Nova telling everybody business but her own. I mean, at first I was a little annoyed with Vi, with how she responded to her. But now I kind of get it. Like, Nova, why aren't you telling your own story? Why are you telling everybody else's business? Like, I thought it was supposed to be about you and what you've experienced in your life. And I know that's a part of your family and everything, the farm. Like, I get it, but did you even talk to them? You didn't even talk to them about sharing their stories before you even published it. So I just thought that was kind of whack. But we know how Nova is. She marches to the beat of her own drum. When Rob was at Darla's house, they were waiting on Blue because they were getting ready to do some type of puzzle or something. Ava, I hope you are not about to go down that road of reconciling between Darla and Ralph Angel. I really hope you're not, because you didn't put us through all these emotions of hating the girl for the way she did Rod and for being promiscuous. Like, we've already went through that emotion. Now you're trying to bring us back in. I hope that's not what you're doing, girl. But they're talking, and she is, of course, being nosy and asking about Tran. I was so hoping he said, none of your damn business. Like, has nothing to do with you. We not together no more. But he told her that it was something that was going on, but he basically ended it because he wanted to focus on Blue and everything, you know, with the family. So Darla was looking like she was kind of pleased with herself, maybe. I don't know, but she tells him she wants him to be happy. Then she said, I want us to be happy. And I'm like, I hope that us doesn't mean y'all getting back together, Darla. Like, we gonna be cordial for the sake of Blue, but you need to go and stay over there. Ralph, don't go back to Darla. Please get with Tran. She's good for you. She's a nice girl. Leave Darla in the dust because we can't trust her at this point. We got my girl, Charlie. Charlie is finally winning in the love department. Let's hope it stays this way. She actually goes to Romero's house. I thought she was going to continue to try to fight whatever feeling that she had for him. Like, I didn't think she would actually go over there, but she did. And I was like, whoa, we're taking steps. Okay, so they're there talking. He fixes her dinner. And then they have this moment. They're kind of telling each other about themselves. Charlie lets him know that she managed her husband. Romero talks about his childhood and his mom and this dance that he did. And he did the dance, and then he got Charlie to do the dance. And it was just cute. And then they shared a kiss. And I'm like, yes, finally, Charlie's going to finally get her some. Because we ain't seen Charlie hook up with nobody since the first season. And that was with Davis. So Charlie going through a little drought, okay? Her sister ran through everybody, passed around like a joint. Rob been getting him some from some randoms and Darla. Like, when is Charlie going to get some? Even Vi in Hollywood. Like, when is Charlie going to have her turn? And it looks like she's going to have it. So I was like, thank God. Because I'm like, I can't go through another season of Charlie not getting none. So hopefully that works out. Charlie goes and meets with Jacob's mama. And she has come up with another plan. She wants Sam's real books, the one where it's showing all of the issues that he's having at the moment. And of course, with her getting something, Boudreaux is going to want something in return. So she says she wants some of Charlie's shares. Charlie was like, I'll give you 1%. 1. So agree to that 1% if you give the farmers their land back and they have reasonable rates. Mama Boudreaux is like, no, I'm going to need a little bit more for that. And so I guess Charlie was saying, we can work something else out again if you give me my meal back. As you can see in the next scene, they must have worked something out. I hope Charlie ain't did nothing that's going to come back and bite her in the ass because, again, we're dealing with the Boudreaux and the Landry, and they are the worst. So I hope it ain't nothing that's going to bite her in the ass and the farmer's going to have to be kicked out their land again. So we see as Charlie gets home, Prosper is getting his stuff ready. He's getting ready to go. He's actually supposed to be going to Chicago with his daughter. So they say their goodbyes, and Micah says his goodbye, and it was all sweet and loving, and he thanked Charlie for everything that she had been doing. So I guess he wasn't mad, because I thought when he called his daughter to pick him up that he was actually mad at Charlie. But I think he's just seeing the writing on the wall. So they leave. Charlie takes him to his farm, his house. And he's like, what we doing here? We getting some paperwork? Did we forget something? And Charlie handed him the deed to his home and his land and told him, it's yours, you belong here, and you don't have to leave. This scene made me so teary-eyed because Prosper was so giddy and so happy. And then when he started crying, I was like, oh, Mr. Prosper, he's so happy he's back home. He don't have to go stay with his daughter. She act like she didn't want to be bothered anyway. So, but yeah, that was such a touching scene. So when Charlie goes to meet with Sam, he was like, somebody been starting some trouble now with my personal stuff. And Charlie was acting all surprised, like, oh, really? Like, I don't know what you're talking about. So he tells her, you made a deal with a woman who would stab her own brother in his back and watch him bleed out. In God's name, what do you think she'll do to you? The devil you know, Miss Bordelon, the devil you know. And Charlie was like, I've been a black woman for a long time. The devil I know, the devil I don't. It doesn't matter. I'll conquer them all. So she wasn't studying Sam Landry. But, Sam ain't done with Charlie. He gonna try his best to get her. And again, I say, watch your back, Charlie. So Vi meeting with Mr. Rollins, and he's basically telling her that the High Yellow is for sale. Clive is done with it. He don't want to have it no more. He's trying to sell it. So it could actually be the potential pie shop for Vi. Have Vi. She had to think it over and see if it's something that'll work with her. Well, Mr. Hollywood, he surprised Vi. He blindfolded her. He told her, whatever you're looking at, it's yours. Whatever you see when I remove this blindfold is yours. So Hollywood then came in and bought the High Yellow. And I'm like, that's what I'm talking about, Hollywood. You looking out for your woman, helping her follow her dreams. Like, there you go, Hollywood. So Vi was just so, you know, taken back. Like, I can't believe you did this for me. And he told her, you ain't got to share it with nobody else. It's yours. And I'm like, yes, Hollywood. So she is now the owner of the High Yellow. But this was the most touching part, guys. So everybody's coming over to the house, the family, coming over to the house to celebrate, I'm guessing, the rally being a success. Well, when they get there, everything is all decorated, all so beautifully and everything. And they're like, wait, what is going on? Like, all of this for a rally? Like, really? So the front door opens and Vi and Hollywood come out in their nice wedding gear. And I was like, oh my God, they look so nice. Hollywood, you clean up good in that white suit. It's nothing like light colors or white on a chocolate man. That looks amazing. Actually, on anybody that's chocolate. Bright colors look beautiful on darker people. Oh my God, it's like it makes their skin glow. And Hollywood looks so nice. Val looked nice. And it's actually their wedding ceremony. So they wanted it to be with their family. I guess Hollywood decided that big party he was trying to do, all they need is their family there. So they got married. They go over their vows. And I was just like, oh my God. Like, these vows are phenomenal. I can't even remember everything they said. I can't. But it was beautiful. And the noises Hollywood was making when Val was doing her vows, it was just like he felt that in his soul. He was like, yes, like, but Val, you got you a good one. As in the words of Funky Dineva, he's a good man, Savannah. Like, he's a good man. So I hope that really works out. I think it will. They'll be fine. They will be all right. But that was how it ended. At first I got excited because I'm like, haha, they didn't invite Remy or Darla, which we knew Darla wasn't coming no way. Like, no way in hell. But I thought Remy would have been at the ceremony, but he wasn't. Ha 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 ha. But they danced the night away and had a reception, and then that's when everybody else came. So it was beautiful, y'all. Like, Queen Sugar is definitely it. And it's not even that, it's not drama filled like that. Like, it doesn't leave you on the edge of your seat or in suspense, but it's still just such a good show. It's really good. So that's it, y'all. I enjoyed the season. I can't wait till to come back to see what's going to happen with Vi and Hollywood being married, her having a shop, Darla and Ralph Angel. Hopefully they stay away from each other. Also, Remy and Nova stay away from each other and Prosper to remain in good health and nothing happen to him. We don't want nothing to happen. And we want Micah to stay out of trouble too. Okay? So anyway, y'all, that's it. That is thumbs up the video. Share it. You become a subscriber. Have a great weekend. And I shall talk to you again soon. Bye.